So as we are talking about the learning and the women learning, the women leadership learning is very close to my heart. We talk about this a lot, that in Pakistan, the representation of women in the corporate sector is literally negligible, and we really need to work at it. So in your opinion, what should we be doing, me and you, to improve the representation of women in the corporate sector?
I think identifying role models, that's very important. So from my own personal experience, I mentioned that I was very lucky to have women leaders when I started working. And I think we should be mentoring young women and maybe have more forums where there's interaction. That would be a start. Another thing is for women to establish an understanding with their family, whether it's the husband, parents, whatever, of why they want to work and how that adds value to their lives and to society at large. So once the family is on board and you have a support system, it becomes easier for women to take part in the corporate sector. And finally, I think sort of need to have an understanding that if you don't want to be distinguished in terms of pay grade, then you need to put in the same time and effort that is required in the job. So I'll just give you an example. Like when I started off, and this is back in the 90s, so my job required me to travel all over Pakistan. I had to go to Quetta, Peshawar, Sakkar, Larkana, in addition to Multan, hold conferences over there. And I remember when I landed at Peshawar airport, I was the only woman there. So, take those things in a stride and put in the work, the hours that are needed, and deliver results. And once you do that, you manage to make a space for yourself.
Yeah, I think delivering results is the key.
Yes.
So if you are a woman, it's not an excuse.
Yes.
You have to be very competitive, and I'm happy that you have told us that you went to all these small cities, because this is a very challenging thing, but being a leader, you have to do it. If you want to become a leader, you have to do it.
Yeah, and you have to learn how to interact with different people. So, I mean, as I was working in a pharmaceutical, I met a lot of doctors, I met medical reps. There was a foreign expert who was traveling with us. So, interacting with different people helps you build people skills. And also you have to sort of keep updating your technical knowledge. So when I joined the cable industry, for example, I took the full training that we give to our sales team. I remember when I was working in the Middle East on a green building project that was new at that time. And I started a professional certification, which is at that time was done by the US Green Building Council. It's called LEED AP. Now we have it in Pakistan also. So staying up to date is also important.
Yeah, so true, so true.